Peace, 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 clarity, love, and bliss. I realize let me remind everyone is going through something. Everyone is going through a phase. Everyone is experiencing some type of metamorphosis, metamorphical, metamorphosis, transformation, illusion, confusion, however one wants to perceive it. But listen here, it's not just you, okay? It's not just you. It is a collective. There is a collective consciousness. That everything is connected. See, this is what is really the identity crisis that I speak of with people, is that they are either losing their minds or they're out of their mind. Some will be realizing like, oh, you out of your mind for being yourself or being authentic. So let me tell you, you're not the first one to walk away from your job, to walk away from all things that no longer serve you, to walk away from low vibrating people, to walk away from drama, to walk away from everything that does not attract or bring forth peace and harmony and bliss and abundance. And then the focus is not going to be on material. This is what's happening right now, is that we're all are elevating. Our soul is elevating, our spirits, our mind and body, and now we're becoming aware. And it's like you're becoming online. Like, you know how you flick a light on? And you're like, oh, like a light bulb. Yes. You're not just the only one. Okay? That being said, like, I'm gonna speak from my experience. Like, yo, the more you just breathe, sit back and observe. Spirit has been allowing me to connect with students. I mean, people from all ages and all walks of life. And I just sit and observe, and I'm like, wow. I observe without judgment. I observe without ego. And I realize, like, whoa. It's like you either seeing people looking for a savior, or they're realizing that they are the savior, meaning like, are they either they're the sacrificial lamb, or they're walking into their into that lioness or lion, or emperor, empress, or energy of confidence and non-attachment. So I'm gonna let you know that your reality seem like it's crumbling apart, but in actuality, in essence, you're changing, you're growing, you're elevating, you're going places where everyone's not going. That's the acceptance. That's, for some, can be very detrimental or painful, or like some would say, it will be worth it. You'll see that all these things that people or some have obtained, whether it be material, it's not to say that anyone's not deserving of it. It's more of the value aspect. Are people, we have to realize, like, why is this happening? What is this happening for? And that's I'm realizing that some of the people, no matter where they are upon their journey, some are open-minded, some are open, have their hearts open. But the more you actually sit with yourself and be with yourself, you're realizing that it's you and everyone else. But at the same moment, we're all learning this thing called life, this school of life, and it's a process for everyone. Look at a child. A baby just be. They just be. The only thing they know how to do is just be. Now, for a moment, look at what most of humanity or people have learned or be accustomed to or been programmed to do. So now that whole infrastructure, which it already has, or a whole system is collapsing. And so either you are going to have those that are at peace with themselves, or you're going to have those that are going to be in chaos, or, in shangles, or they're going to be in upheaval. And it's truly as it's supposed to be. Anytime anything falls or crumbles, you're going to have people panicking. You're going to have some that know what to do. You're going to have very few that are just observing and looking at it like, okay, well, I've done all I can. I helped. You don't want my help anymore, or no one wants my help. So let me go be to myself and then attract that of which I am, which is people that are like-minded, people that actually, very few, it doesn't matter, that actually want to grow together, actually want to elevate mentally, physically, spiritually together. Okay, if we're not able to do it amongst each other in a city where there's a lot of energy going on, a lot of chaos, well, okay, it doesn't take much for people to come together. This person is it's like a puzzle piece. This person may have the finances. This person may have the vehicle. This person may have the the intelligence, or the business mind, or the anything to actually help to build upon the empire. And so I feel like that's what's going to be happening. Some people are just going to take it amongst themselves to just go. They're not even going to hesitate anymore. Some people, again, when you just you got to get out of your own way. And when I say get out of your own way, some moments you just have to sit there and breathe, and you'll realize everything is not only just in you, but it's right in front of you. You take a moment, you just look at go in nature and just sit, or look at the birds. Take a moment and just breathe and look at people. Look how fast they're going. Look how fast they're going. They're going nowhere fast. It's like how far you're going to go. You can only be on a full tank for so long, but then I just challenge you, remember, I tell people the tortoise won the race. And so it's slow and steady, but it's more of the patience. And I'm realizing that it's I'm here to remind you, you're not going to get everything done in one day, or 1 hour, 2 hours, or a lifetime. See, that's the programming, because our minds, when the heart and the spirit, mind, body, and spirit is not in alignment, the mind will run rapid. When people are not breathing and aware that you have millions and millions of thoughts and neurons and these electrical currents running through your mind, body, and spirit. You have things coming in. You're observing things. So many things are happening at once. This is why it's important to breathe. You have to realize we grew up. We were in a society or a system that wasn't, or the vocal point, or the point, the focus was not our well-being of who we should be and how we should be. It was all focused on everyone being the same. Everyone, I'm gonna say it real slowly. Oh, you come into this world. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, hey, mom. Hey, dad. All right, you guys gonna take care of me. All right. Then we're gonna go to school. All right. Then I'm gonna go to school, elementary. La 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 la. Meet my friends. Then I'm gonna go to middle school. La 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 la. Then I'm gonna do that. Get through that. And really, then you go to high school. Da 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 da. Then you get out of high school. Da 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 da. Okay, what's next? Do you realize that not every human being or people are here to do the same thing? If everyone was here to do the same thing, what would be the purpose of this grand scheme or this life or this thing that we call life? What would be the purpose of that? What would be the purpose of a system or a place to still be the same, whether it be the school systems, whether it be any type of foundation? What you're realizing that it had to happen the way it is. The matriarchal system or the divine feminine, the unveiling is that of the vocal point where our women and our, not only just our women and men, but the vocal point of how our women should be nurtured and their well-being is taken care of. The well-being of humanity. And that first starts with not only ourselves, but the unity between woman and man, or just the fact of the healing aspect of the energy, the feminine energy. It's not about a sex. It's a healing that's happening. I don't care if people are gonna like it or agree. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. Now is a moment for us to focus on our well-being, our mental health. That mental health connects to the spiritual, which is also connected to the physical body. So all these things, again, it's like a computer system or, the motherboard. If you keep going and going and going and, all these things are happening, you got viruses or certain things that are attacking like a computer or something. Then you're trying to do everything to download or do this and protect this and help that. And guess what? It eventually burns out or something has to be replaced. A technician or someone has to come in and tidy up things. Okay? So it's just like your life. People come in, they disrupt shit, but who's to say is it for the better or the worse? Well, it all depends on the person. If they're able to acknowledge and see themselves in others. Everyone in the world do not see themselves in others. This is why you see humanity in this. It's really showing the true colors of humanity or society, how weak-minded or how closed-minded, how closed-hearted people can be. So, and it's not to point the finger. It's just like I tell people, are you willing to break the mirror? Are you willing to break the fucking illusion that people live in? This has to do with giving people actuality rather than reality or fantasy. People are living in fantasy. Everyone's going through something. A lot of people don't know the pressure other people are going through. But how many people are worthy of allowing that pressure to create not only a diamond, but that pressure to become a pearl, to actually acknowledge and embrace their darkness without giving up? There are very few people that challenge or up for the challenge. But if you are one, just know you're not the only one. Do you know how many millions of people that came before you and more that will transition or die or leave this body and never fulfill their fucking dreams? Either because they made excuses or either they allow others to dictate and determine their destiny. Not realizing your destiny, you're already living it. No one can give you your destiny. No one can hand you your destiny. Every movement, every moment you decide to recreate your reality or change what it is that you came here to do, you have the power to change that narrative. So destiny is not given to, it's not offered by your government. Destiny is not offered by your teacher. Destiny is not offered by someone, something tangible. It's the intangible that people forget about. And that's the spirituality of everything which connects us all. People are forgetting the fucking bigger picture here. Where are the people that want to heal humanity? If you see what the fuck is going on, where are the people that are here to do that? Everybody wants to be for self, but what about being selfless? And these are the moments that are really showing, and it has to be this way. Because some people do not want to listen to those that actually are given the wisdom to actually help. And so we just sit and observe. There are those that know you just sit and observe. We're still doing what we're called to do, but eventually there will be those that will pull back, that will step away, because people have chosen to listen to man, human, and those that are not aware of the spiritual that is happening. Because as you can see, what has man done? He's done his part. It's not to take any, we applaud you, but do not ever discredit, devalue the importance of the spiritual or the connection to the Most High, to Source. And so what will happen, you will have people turn their back. That's going to happen. I'm just letting you know now. You will have people walk away and turn their back on humanity, or, so people can really see, like, look, everyone is a part of this. But some things people have to walk away from so you can allow the shit to crumble. Why keep holding up? It's like, I give you an analogy. It's like we put our hands together. You know how hands is like, you put them together in a circle, or you bring them together close, and you try to build something. And notice that you put sand, someone pours sand on our hands. You notice how the sand just seeps through the fingers or just falls right over. You're watching a foundation that was built upon sand, or built upon this illusion that wasn't really the vocal point of love. And so the only way a lot of these things can be restored is through love. It's through kindness. It's through togetherness. It's through unity. And notice that the people that will try to push this narrative that came before us, and gratitude to the ancestors, known and unknown, that came before us, notice that there will be people that try to infiltrate, or, let me see, how can I disrupt this? Well, let me tell you, you have no power here, because we know you are powerless now. So don't ever, people, you need to know that you are essential. You are needed in these moments. To the light workers and those that are, to the shadow workers too, because you got to do your shadow. To those that are whistleblowers, to those that know that you know what you're here to do. There's a knowingness in your soul. Let no one deter you from that. Use your spirit of discernment. Allow your intuition. See, this is what we are returning to, the connection, the spiritual gifts, the psychic gifts, or, arts, music. People are returning to the essence of who they truly are. And so what that allows them to do is that with what they refuse to see in the dark, they're realizing that, I had to come here. I had to be here. I had to sit here with my emotions. I had to be here with myself in this dark corner, in this dark place, in this void that I wanted so long to avoid, or be in denial about something. And really, it was through that water, through those tears and through those rainy nights and through those, how can I say, you can say lonely nights or abusive, physical, mentally, relationships, feeling unworthy, not knowing how you're going to pay this bill, not knowing how you're going to feed your kids, not knowing. It's the not knowing that has gotten you here. But now that you fucking know that there is a source, that there is a power within you, there are gifts, there are ancestors, there are spirit guides, there are people that are counting or depending on you. And it's okay. They are codependent. They are connected. Look at the word co and connected. Cooperate. So in certain moments, yes, when we go sit with ourselves, we will still be called to be in some type of cooperation or connection with people. Unity, you and I. We're all connected in this. So you're going to feel like the world is against you. You're going to feel like everything, when you're coming out of shit and you're learning about people that have, you feel that wronged you and that hurt you the most, and oh, I love them and Ryan. But guess what? You didn't give up. You stood 10 motherfucking toes. And you stood in your power for the most part. Now, like I said, you are the phoenix. The same thing that was sent to destroy you. They try to X you out. They try to do everything to destroy you. And we know we can go into depths. They try to do everything to dismantle. But you have to remember, you're your own king, queen, empress, superhero, whatever you want to be, on your own throne, in your own world, universe. And we all connect to an omniverse. But now is the moment to bring peace to your demons, to bring peace to your life, to actually choose peace. Some won't. That's okay. Got nothing to do with me. People will come. But don't ever forget about, you let them know that Phoenix, when they come, it'll burn their ass. It'll light a fire up on their ass. Because the spirit will use your enemies to put your name out there. And then they will exploit you just to expand you. They will shit on you. They will boo-boo on you. But they didn't realize that same fucking fertilizer, that same doo-doo, was you use it as fertilizer to grow. In silence, in your silence, yes, you grew as that tree. You grew as that flower, not worrying about if this other flower or other person is, going to blossom or going to be as tall as me, is going to be as beautiful as me, is going to be as vibrant as me. No, you are already all that. You got to start talking good to your fucking self. Fuck whoever says something about you. You got to start, man, you know what? I don't care what I'm wearing today. I feel good inside. I love me. I love loving me. And you let that fucking love guide you out of this place. You let that fire within yourself, you let that burning fire of love lead you to your death. And I don't mean just death. You let that fire of love, knowing that you love and never gave up. You let that unquenchable, immovable, unconquerable peace and love be forever and ever within you and your being until you leave this earth and you laugh and have fun. Because nobody, when you sit in that fucking darkness and you become that caterpillar in that cocoon and you sit with yourself, nobody can come and tell you what it is and how to be another butterfly. You don't see butterflies. You see butterflies, they dance together. They circle around and then they go about their merry little way. You don't see them attacking each other. You don't see this butterfly trying to harm this butterfly. So I say that to say this. Look at the world. You got to start looking at the world and decide who you want to become. What legacy you want to leave, not for only for yourself, but for your kids. And even if they're not even your kids biologically, what do you want to do before you leave? Do you want to leave this world in shame, or do you want to leave it in love? I'd rather leave this world in love, knowing I did what I love. I don't give a fuck if nobody like it. Long as you do what you love, and you do that shit with a passion, and then you have compassion for people that are not living and doing what they love, that should give you every reason to do what you love. Because you never know, someday they'll come around, and just by you doing what you love will inspire them. It will shine light on them. Everyone is not as vibrant and bright as you. You're going to have to learn to walk alone. And I don't mean alone. You put another L in there. I mean all one. There's going to be journeys where you're going to have to just walk with yourself. But know that your ancestors and spirit guides and angels are with you. Those that have went to the other side, know that some of them are still here guiding you, pushing you, nudging you to never give up. Because even though that they may have left the way they did or however they did, you celebrate them. You celebrate yourself. Whatever you do, don't ever let this fucking world turn you into something they want you to be. It's so easily to be manipulated. It's so easily for people to believe a lie. It's so easily. But no one can tell you the truth about who you are. Once you start living in it, man and everyone, the Most High will make your enemies. He will set forth a table with your enemies. He will make your enemies your footstool. Because now we're seeing that. We're seeing people that were feeling like they have all of this, not realizing that all that you have obtained, it's not even yours. Nothing is yours here. I always remind people there is no U-Haul behind a hearse. There's nothing you can take with you here. You came in with just yourself. Not your family, not your children, not none of that. You came in with yourself to fulfill your purpose here. So yet, you have to learn the things that you learned. You have to fucking unlearn. And then you have to relearn and teach yourself. This is liberating. And this ain't just for one particular person. This is to the nations. They love to talk about you. They're going to say, whatever you're saying is not, you know what? I'm not here to, it's not a debate. It's not an argument. You can use whatever you want, whomever it is. But guess what? You cannot bring the truth to me because I know who I am. That's all that matters, is that you know who you are and what you came here to do. It's too many of people. That's why people are coming to that knowing and awareness, and to knowing like, look, it's okay. I'm okay with this. Doesn't matter if you're okay with that. Then someone else will come along. Hey, I'm okay with this. Hey, would you like to do this? I sure would. And then you can skip, prance, and cartwheel, and whatever you want to freaking do into your journey together. And then know that, guess what? Okay, this is where our journey, we part ways. All right, there's no hard feelings. I'm not angry. I'm not mad at you. No, I found my wings. Toodaloo. And guess what? You have to remember that butterflies And a lot of animals, especially butterflies, they migrate around the world. So you gotta see yourself that, guess what? You gotta leave some people in that caterpillar state. You gotta leave some people. You gotta walk away from some people that's in the cocoon state. You're gonna have to walk away from that shit, because they're not gonna know what it is. They're not gonna have the awareness or the mindset or the heart of what it is to be a butterfly. A butterfly is liberating. A butterfly knows it's a free spirit. A butterfly flies to the highest of heights, the lowest of lows, and travels everywhere, but it still knows it's a fucking butterfly, man. Okay? So I'm gonna let you know, man. These kids already come in as butterflies until people fuck them up, until they try to tell them, oh, you should do this, you should do that. And then we all going through a spiritual warfare. It ain't just you, your kids going through this shit. People, little kids, people don't see that. They're so caught up in, oh, look what's happening here on the news. Look what's happening here in the world. Look what about you? Step the fuck up. If you ain't on the front line like my boy, the Nigas, the great Nipsey said, look, man, if you ain't on the front line, get the fuck out the way. Because there's people willing. And yes, like my soul brother Kendrick said, he said, I'm willing to die for this shit. And some people, oh, is that so crazy? But guess what? A lot of what y'all, in most of the world, their fear and their attachment is that of death, a physical death. They fear that the most. I don't care how much material shit they have. They either fear that, okay, where is this gonna go to when I die? Or how am I gonna get this? And who's gonna get this? And their focus is so much on that analogy. They're already putting themselves in a casket. They're already putting themselves in this place. You ask a baby what is death at a young age, they know nothing about that shit. That's not even in their mind. But if you teach a people that wherever you go after this, you're gonna burn, or you're here to suffer, what? Come on now, those that know you experience a spiritual death or release just by walking away, just by doing something new, just by breathing, just by doing something that isn't of the norm. So judge me, but guess what? I always let people know, you attract what you judge until you no longer judge what you attract. And that's what the world judgment, that's what it is right now. America, these people, everyone are attracting what they've judged, whether it be people that didn't never think or assume that they can be on the street. You attract what you judge until you no longer judge what you attract. And I give you experience. I'm sitting at Wendy's, just minding my business. And it just amazes me how people just assume, just because of how you look outwardly, they just assume that you are homeless or don't have somewhere to go. And let me tell you something. It's just the conversations, because Spirit is like, people really think they have more than you. Let me tell you something. People really think they have more than someone just because of their money and material. It's not to discredit or anything. I'm letting you know, people think they have more. They assume when they don't have spiritual wealth, meaning a peace of mind, love in their heart, going around knowing that my happiness is not dependent on what kind of car I drive, how much money I have, who's my friend. None of that. My riches and wealth are in spirit. Because I know that whatever I obtain or receive here is a lesson. And it's not just for me just to receive. Like I express, and I will say this over and over. And well, yes, a tree plants its seed, an apple tree. It plants its seed. But you tell me, have you ever saw a fucking tree eat its own fruit? So I'm gonna leave you with that, everyone. It's to show you when you give generously or you give with a give joyously, it will all be returned to you tenfold. And it ain't gotta be in a way of like you think it's gonna return the programming and like, oh, it's gotta return in money. No, spirit will show you things. See the simple things in life. It's the fucking simple things for me. And I learned that through some most beautiful people. I don't care if a baby came up and gave me a pencil. I may not have had a pencil that day, but you know what? That pencil could have created a masterpiece. There's people on my journey, and I give gratitude to that. At that moment, I may not have had a car at that moment, but guess what? That person had the car. I may have had the gas to go get a masterpiece, to go get something to eat. It shows you that everyone is a part of this. You got to get out of that victim mentality and walk in victory and know that everyone give gratitude to what has happened to you. That's how you start walking in victory and peace. Is when you decide, like, you know, this happened. Some people will stay there, but you have to walk away and let them stay there until they get it. They may not ever get it in this lifetime, but I'm letting you know, what tree eats its own fruit? And you judge a man by the fruit that he bears. Come out from those that are not righteous. You see people that are so selfish or just so like nothing here belong. You don't own shit here. Don't let these people fool you. They don't own the land. They don't own these buildings. This is the illusion you've been living in. They don't own shit here, and they know it, and that's why it's been in this. It's like a world display, and the even it ain't even just the Americas. It's around the whole fucking world. It's a display of humility. They're being humiliated. It's an embarrassment, and they know it. It's an embarrassment to allow people to be on the street when you have grocery stores full of food and places where people can lay their head, and then you just tell them, oh, just go get a job, just go do this, just go do this. Well, what about you? And that's why the world is being divided now. It's being divided from greed and fear, the fear of not sharing, the fear of not caring and being kind. That's the fear of death. If someone gives you this, then I may not eat something, then I'll, this analogy, they're gonna die. Because they don't acknowledge the other side or the spiritual aspect of life. And this is what religion has done to people. People have become attached to the idea of what God or the Most High, the idea, and not realizing that the Most High, we are all made in the image of the Most High. So I call it like I see it. You go places and you see, oh, this Black Lives Matters, and I tell people black is an adjective, and people really don't got an answer to that shit. But then you put signs out, but then you don't even speak to what you call black people or people of color. You don't even speak because you have this enigma, you have this fear because of what you have been programmed to see on TV, or you have this fear that they're the most diabolical and craziest people in the world to get along with. That's bullshit, and they know it. And there's some people out there that know it, and they sit back and not say nothing. They say nothing about it. And that's the power that people have. You have the power to actually speak up, because our people, we're at that point. People are really fed up. They don't care to know. And it's like you're gonna know you gotta need a people for your foundations to clean up this shit, to do certain stuff. You're gonna need the same people you pushed out there into the street. And it says that the meek shall inherit the earth, the first shall be last, and now what? The last shall be first. Who do you think the Most High is speaking of? I give people the fucking actuality, man. Who do you see now mostly on the street? You want some facts? Go fucking Google and see who the most so-called people on food stamps, who actually does the most prescription, certain kind of drugs. What type of people? Who are actually, what's the highest rate of suicidal rate? What people? Google that shit. And then you come to people, because I'm telling you what's going to happen. They're going to be people from around the world, the other countries, that know the truth of who our people are. And they're going to apologize. They're going to ask for forgiveness. And they're going to offer us all this currency, this whatever it is, estates, gifts from everywhere. Because the original kings and queens and emperors and empresses have returned, and people know it. And I'm not going to say everyone is going to accept it. No, they're not. But you have to realize that this is what's happening. It's about humanity. But yet, look at how you treat people. And people just want people to sit back and just be like, be non-attached and not emotional, respond without emotions, when that's a part of a human experience. You want people to just sit back. You want mothers to just sit there and keep begging for a fucking place to stay. Mothers with kids and fathers. What type of society, what type of fucking world is this for people to think that this shit is okay for even a certain people or these people to own and think they own something? And now you're seeing people not even having enough people to come into their workplace. They're begging, just like they were, like those people on the street were begging. Now they're begging people. That's what y'all don't see. You're seeing a people, and they know it. And they know who they are. That's why they listen. That's why they watch us. Because that's the fear. There's an article, I tell people, there's an article that was a billionaire that actually, his greatest fear was poverty, people in so-called poverty. That's an illusion. Poverty is an illusion, let me tell you, because the fear was he was afraid of them rising up. Why? Because you want a certain people or any people. The poverty, what they call, consists of pretty much all people of the human race. It's not just one particular people. Y'all give power to these, they have no power. Only power you give people is what you allow. That's why you call back your power. Because I tell you, I know I'm untouchable. We know we're untouchable. So you can listen. They're going to listen. But you listen carefully. We are the powers that be now. The healers are the powers that be. Love is the power that be. The light is here. And it's so fucking bright that they got to run. They got to surrender to the light. They got to bow to the light. Now they got to be of service to us. That's what you speak into existence, knowing. And there go the confirmation. Signs. That's all you see and hear. One moment is this, one moment is that. Man, just be still and watch. Watch the fun unravel. Peace and love and clarity. Have fun. We came here to have fun. Some people came here to suffer because that's their choice. But free your mind. Love yourself. Be free. And watch the unveiling of the divine feminine. Peace. Shalom. Oh, and yeah. This is to all who listen. All shall be returned swiftly to the children of the Most High, to the children of Ra, to the indigenous of the land. Currencies, estates, gold, whatever they know. And so be it, and so it is. Speak divine guidance and protection, divine protection over all the soul tribes and all those that are bringing forth unity, divinity, and love and bliss. I speak divine protection over all the pharaohs and those that are here to bring forth and to bring down divine, to bring forth and to bring forth up, bring forth up my divine balance and justice, and give gratitude to ancestors known and unknown, Anubis, and to the greats that came before us. May you forever live through our veins and our bloods and our vessels and our beings with dignity and confidence and love and bliss, and protect us upon all of our journeys, every step, every movement we make. For now is the moment that balance has and shall be restored upon Mother Gaia, as above, so below, in the heavens and on earth. And if you want to really know who I am, you know who I am. Or it shall be revealed to you. Just know I'm here now. I'm untouchable. And I ask that my ancestors of the highest white light move swiftly in the unseen, that all shall be returned to us. I know we have to have patience, but through love, patience, and kindness, and of service to others, everything shall be restored and be replaced. Ashe, Asheo. So it is. Peace and love. Peace be upon your soul. In your soul and love. Peace and wellness and prosperity and abundance upon all those who are open to receive with an open mind and an open heart. Forgive yourself and forgive others. For your heart has chambers. And there's levels to this shit. Nah, I love you all though. But there's nothing to fear no more. There never was nothing to fear. You can face everything and rise, or face everything and run. And I'm gonna let you know, since you wanna listen to all, we're not running from nothing. Either you we running through that shit. That's the ancestors speaking. As Earth, Wind, and Fire would say, keep your head to the sky.